Hello and welcome back to episode 17 of our Nightingale Let's Play. Now, it's been a while since I've played, just because I've been really sick. I've had a bunch of other stuff going on. You guys can go check out the community posts on my YouTube page if you guys want to kind of get a quick filler as to, why there's been a little gap here. But hopefully you guys didn't miss me too much for that 1 week off. Anyway, we're gonna get right back into stuff. I was kind of looking at what we did last time. Looks like we were in the process of upgrading our benches, upgrading our gear, and all types of stuff. So I think what I'm gonna do is focus on the benches first. So right now we have, we have the refined tanning station, but we need to upgrade to this excellent tanning station. So let me see if there's any resources I can add from inventory. Alright, looks like I can add those two. I'm gonna get out of the way. My helper is also going to get out of the way. Great. And we're just going to decompose anything that is not part of our little upgrade here. So I'm just gonna put this in. Alright, so tanning station is done. Next we're going to upgrade the workbench. So I'm going to go to tier 3 and we're gonna see if there's anything I can do. So here we go, excellent workbench. And looks like it just needs carved wood, so that's actually pretty simple, not too crazy. And then I'm going to remove this right here. And then we're gonna move this over. Now, we're just kind of squeezing it into the spot here. As you can see, it's kind of overlaying these augment items, which is kind of crazy. But we're just going to have it like that for now. We're not really worried about looks in the moment, so not going to worry about it. Refined sewing bench. Okay, so the refined sewing bench, let's see if we have that. Let's see, excellent sewing bench. Here it is. We're going to need carved wood, thread, and etched ingots. Looks like we need 2 more thread. I guess I'll use the cinder strands, why not? Normally I wouldn't be messing around with that, but I'm not really concerned about it considering we have a lot of new materials we're going to be gathering anyway, so we can work with that. Alright, we already have the excellent textile station set up. Excellent saw table is done. Alright, so we need the excellent masonry bench. So I'm going to place this right here. And we're going to use carved wood and etched ingots. Alright. And then we're going to remove this. Remove and replace. Boom. And then of course we already have our excellent smelter. Alright, so the next few things we gotta do is the excellent alchemical boiler, so that'll be another thing we have to put together. Carved wood, etched ingot, and carved stone. Alright, we're going to remove this. And we're gonna move this back into its spot. Now, I'm actually gonna move it slightly backward. And we're gonna also move this refined mortar station over a little bit. And we're going to replace the mortar station with the excellent mortar station. Just gotta find a good place to put it. Lop it down. And looks like we need some etched ingots, so I'm going to craft a few. We've also had a bunch of patches and things kind of happen since the last time this playthrough was recorded, so there's been a few changes to like the crafting stations, where now when your recipe is done, it usually just automatically turns off. They might have reverted those changes just because there were some issues with trying to get your comfort level up and keeping the prime conditions for certain types of activities, so like for example like sleeping, but I'm not sure if they changed that or not again. I'd have to double check. And there's also a bunch of new stuff on PTR. They just updated some stuff again on PTR before they even put the patch out onto live servers and stuff. So I'm not even going to go over that right now because we don't really know what changes are going to stick and what changes aren't. But what they did say, or what they did mention during the previous dev update, is that they mentioned that the customization system, or the glamour system, is hopefully going to be out and ready for use come the next update, because we've already gotten update patch 5.4, which was basically a newer engine. So I think it's like, I want to say it's Unreal Engine 5.4 or something like that. I think that's what that update was for. Either way, I've noticed a little bit of performance issues with that patch. Hoping that they're going to iron it out a little bit. And when I say performance issues, I'm specifically talking about stuff like some frame drops, a little bit of frame freezings for me. So yeah, hopefully that gets sorted out. But I'm sure the devs will probably squash it in no time. All right, here we go. We got carved wood, and we need a lens, so I'm gonna have to make one over here. Lens. There we go. We only need one. But if you notice, when it finishes, I think the fire goes out too. But yeah, we're gonna let that do its thing. And we're also going to remove this refined enchanter's focus. And then we're also going to place the excellent cooking station, so that's gonna need some etched ingots. Alright, looks like that is done. So I'm going to remove the refined cooking station. And then I'm also going to move all this other stuff a little bit. Can I remove this? Oh, yeah, let's move the spit roast a little bit over. I'm actually going to move the spit roast over here. And we'll move the simple tea set to just sit right on top of here, because why not? And then, of course, I'm going to move my excellent cooking station. And this cooking station is going to be right here next to the mortar station, actually. Now, the one problem with my setup here is that I kind of have to jump over to get over there, which is not really ideal. I'm still trying to figure out where I want to place everything. So I think I might move this over, like right over here. And then I'm probably going to move this a little bit backwards, and then we'll move this over here, and then we'll move this to right here, because why not? There we go. Let me grab the lens. Oh, there we go. I'm just being silly. All right, we got the lens. I'm gonna move the enchanter's focus, and that's going to be right over here. And of course I'm going to move these other items as well. I'm going to move them, tuck them a little bit under the table, and then I'm going to take this spit roast and I'm actually going to move it, I think I'll move it somewhere else. I'm not really liking how it's, like, I'm not really liking the placement, so I think I'm going to move it like right back here. I think that's good enough. And hopefully that shouldn't stop our... Oh, it does stop moving a little bit here. So I think I am going to have to move it again. Because I know the spit roast is probably not going to be the most visually appealing thing here. I think maybe having it right there might not be the worst thing. So we'll just kind of glitch it through the furniture there for now. And then we'll move this to be like right here. And I think that'll be good. That way I can access everything, and the center area isn't too cluttered, I guess. And then, you know what, we'll move this back a little teeny bit. Alright, so now that we have our stations all set up, let me double check and see. Okay, so I only have 34 tier 3 essence, so that means I'm not going to have a lot to work with here, but I do have the opportunity to start placing some augments. So we have the cannon. Now, the one bad thing about the cannon is just how big it is. So I think I'm gonna like try and squish it like right here. And then I guess the cannon will be like halfway out the window, because like why not, right? We're gonna put the bombardier there. Actually, I guess I could just leave the which one's better? Let's see. I guess they're both okay. And then we'll put gunpowder, and then of course we need a barrel, so I'm gonna make a barrel. I think I'm gonna need to make a shaft, then a barrel. Let's see. Oh, maybe not. I might have a shaft already. Yes, I do. Alright, so we'll be able to make our barrel. And notice the fire does turn off. Alright, so we got our cannon. And you know what? I think I am going to move this cannon a little bit. I think I'm going to merge it that way. That way it's just kind of floating in suspense. We have our crystal ball, which fits pretty well on top of this Enchanter's Focus, so I think I'm gonna do that. The diving helmet I tend to put like over here-ish maybe, so we'll put that there. So let's see if we can put, oh, it looks like we have our brass ingots, fasteners, there we go. We have our lens. Let's see if we can do this. Let's put our, oh, and we need filigree, so I'm gonna how many filigree do we need? Yeah, we need 3 filigree. So gonna make sure we get 3 done. And then I'm also going to place down a globe. Now the globe, I think I'm gonna squeeze like right here. I think this is a decent placement because I'm not really gonna be walking through there, right? Alright. And then we also have our mangle machine, which obviously should probably be over here somewhere. So we're gonna put carved wood. Let's put some ingots, mechanical gears. And we need 1 forged handle, so we're gonna make that. Okay, so it looks like we need a ornament, so I'm gonna make an ornament first. Oh, and I think, let me add the filigree into that crystal ball, and that's right, I needed a forged handle. I was trying to remember what it was I was trying to make. There we go. So we're gonna make our forged handle. Perfect. And then we're gonna put that in there. And then we have a sewing kit. So I'm gonna put the sewing kit right over here because I feel like, well, it kind of fits, doesn't it? And that's also gonna need an ornament and some carved wood. So I'm gonna make sure to make another ornament. Right? So far so good. We're making some good progress, so we do have a little bit of upgrading, base building kind of stuff going on here. Not so much base building, I guess. I probably shouldn't have said that. It's more like housekeeping and keeping up with, you know, whatever the demands are for what kinds of material what kinds of material we're making, what kinds of material we're using, that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's pretty important. And I think foil is made over here. Yeah, so we're gonna need some liquid metal. How many foil do we need? Just 1? Okay. So we're gonna make some liquid metal. And then we're also going to make our foil. Oops. Oh, it has to be a precious metal. That's right. I completely forgot about that. So the thing about foil is that it has to use a precious metal So I believe that's like bronze, silver, gold. So I think I'm going to put down I mean, I kind of don't want to use gold, but bronze is also very helpful. Or is it copper? I can't remember. So I'm going to double check something here. So it's saying precious, hold on, for the foil. Let me double check the requirements here. So this is something a little bit tricky. Copper, silver, or gold. Okay, so we do have copper. That was silly of me. I should have known better. Don't be like me, okay? Don't make that same mistake. All right. Now we can make our foil. Wait, hold on. Okay, I just wanted to make sure it took the right one. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we're gonna need as well, because we do have actually the good thing about the foil is I think we can use that to make some higher level cards as well. Okay, so we have our little toolbox here, so I'm gonna put the toolbox, probably tuck it in here. All right, we need gilded lumber and a handle, so I think I'm going to make a well, actually, you know what? I'm getting tired of these bellows kind of getting in the way, so I'm gonna squeeze it like in here. Let's see if I can. There we go. Because every time I'm trying to like click on this, it just kind of gets in the way. Right. So handle. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that's made over here. There we go. And then we're going to need gilded lumber, so we can also make that here. I believe it's just 2. Yep. Alright, and then it looks like for the let's see, what else did I have here? Frying pan. Did I already use the knife? Okay, so the knife, the meat grinder, and the other thing are all kind of part of the same cooking augment. This trap could be nice. I'll put one of these underneath here. I'm gonna use fasteners, hinges, and maybe this etched ingot. And then trying to think, make sure that there's nothing else we need, because some of these augments kind of do the same thing, so like you have to be careful not to put more than one of the same food augments. Like they make them available just for like I think visual purposes really, but it should probably like tell you that, I think, and the fact that it doesn't is kind of a shame. So if I put it here, it looks like it's not going to actually apply to that other thing, so I'm going to have to move it up a little bit. There we go. And of course I'm going to add resources. So we have our coal, we have our lumber, and our carved wood. That's going to be done. And then we're going to grab our stuff from here. There we go. And also what's cool is that this carver's toolbox also holds tools and stuff. You can put anything in here, so if I really wanted to, I could put some of my stuff in there, which is kind of cool. Alright, so moving on, let's check and make sure that we have an empty inventory real quick to make sure we are not carrying around stuff that really shouldn't be carried around, if that makes sense. Because I tend to be guilty of this too, where I'll put like items in my inventory that like really shouldn't even be eating up space in there, and you know, it happens, so just want to make sure I clean it up, especially after placing stuff down, because remember we disassembled a bunch of stuff, so we want to make sure that we're keeping a nice clean inventory. Let's see, this ink, I guess I could put it with potions and magic. The same thing with this foil. Well, actually, no, not the foil, because unless it was foil paper, then I could put it in you know, the other spot, but I guess we'll put it in rock and mineral products alongside all this other things here. And then of course we're gonna have our oh, tools and ammo. Here we go. We're gonna put any kind of ammo that I'm not gonna use right now. I'm just gonna put in here. I don't think I need poison. And then we have our rifle cartridges, which, I mean, they just do rifle things, I guess. All right, so now we have kind of our inventory set up. Let's take a look at our gear. So right now we're dealing with the tier 2+ gear. That is not sufficient for Gloriana's tiers, in my opinion. We're probably going to need a little bit more, a better set than that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my progression tab and I'm going to take a look and see what other what things have I unlocked. So we have the Jabbit dress, right? So this is a tier 3 thing here. We're not going to unlock our next group of gear until we complete the Gloriana tier Somber Site of Power and acquire the Hollowed Moor Major Realm card. So I mean, that kind of comes hand in hand. So until we get to that point, we're going to need better gear here. This whole process can take a little bit of time. So I'm kind of debating if I should just like fast forward it, because you guys have seen me, you know, build my pieces and sets before. And then maybe at the end, I'll just kind of explain to you guys like what I ended up doing and, you know, what I have, just so you guys can kind of see. All right, so now we are back, and I've completed my Dauntless Axe Pick, and I've also equipped Oberon's Bounty onto it. But yeah, it has some magic power, it has some enchantments and charms and all that. So, well, actually, I did not put a charm on it, but I think the enchantment should be good enough. I don't think I need an extra thing for charm. I can double check. I guess I could probably go with like a mining one. You know what? Why not? I'll just toss it on there. I don't really have another use for this, so I might as well just apply it, and we have level 84 Dauntless Axe Pick. So that's going to be really, really helpful when collecting items. Now, the one bad thing is that we do not have enough material, or sorry, we do not have anything else unlocked. If I had to choose a second thing to unlock, if I had enough essence, I would probably unlock the sickle, a dauntless sickle, just so I could collect more threads and stuff, but that's not really going to be the main focus right now. I also upgraded my my helper's ornate bolt action rifle, which we got from, I want to say Bass Reeves. I can't remember how we got that, but we got it from a quest or something, and I just decided to equip it, and I infused, I think, range damage on it. So my helper should be doing a little bit more range damage, which should be really, really good for us. And also I've moved over any items that I had on me that could be of benefit to my helper and equipped them all. So yeah, my helper is now ready for Gloriana's Tears as well. So yeah, so far so good. We have a nice little setup here. And yeah, so I guess what the plan is for next time, we're going to head over to Gloriana's Tears. We're going to be doing a little bit of questing, maybe a little bit of mineral gathering, because remember, we're going to need some wood and minerals in order to make more tools anyway, so that'll be great for then. I also have equipped, remember, I've also equipped the Charm of Essence onto my pants, so I should be gaining more essence in general, and we'll be able to do lots of repairs and things like that as well. So that is definitely very, very good. I want to check my cards real quick to make sure I don't have anything here that could possibly be of help to us. I think I'm not really seeing what I want. Oh, we do have a treasury card. I'm gonna see if I have any other treasury cards. Whoops. I'm gonna see if I can make any other treasury cards here. We do have a treasury eminent card, so I'm actually going to make 3 of these just to hold on to, and so basically what my plan is that next time we're gonna go into Gloriana's Tears, I'm gonna immediately play the Treasury Eminent card. Now I'll show you what that does. So the Treasury Eminent card, you play this card to increase the chance of finding essence and to make slaying creatures and harvesting produce tier 1 essence. So we're gonna have plenty of essence to repair with, and we're gonna have plenty of essence in general just to gain from. And that is the main purpose of going into Gloriana's Tears, other than the questing, of course. So that's going to be a really big deal. In the meantime, I'm going to take a quick look and see what our helpers have gotten for us. Looks like I don't have more than 3 NPCs right now, so this is all the stuff that they've gathered so far. I'm just going to take it out of the inventory there. And, oh, looks like I'm freezing a little bit. Yeah, this is what I was talking about with the random freezes, but every once in a while when I go from like one menu to another, I notice like a little dip in my frame rate, which is not very good. But yeah, that's pretty much the plan for next time. So I'll see you then, and as always, Sholo out.